Come in, please. Do you wish to land at Tangier? Is anything wrong? Is anything wrong? Come in, Private 180. Please repeat your position. Do you wish to land at Tangier?
Flight number 104, now loading gate number 5. Flight number 104, now loading gate number 5.
Private 180. Come in, please. Do you wish to land at Tangier? Come in, please.
Thank you, Mr. Brady. I'm all right now that we're close to Tangier.
Tangier, Private 180. Please come in.
Look, Gil Walker. And hiding from Dancer. Then who's flying the private plane for Dancer? Well, we'll find out when the plane comes in. If the plane comes in. Dancer's alone. Where could Nicky be?
Last over passenger flight number 104, gate number 5. Last call.
Gil Walker.
Last over passenger flight number 104, gate number 5. Last call.
What are you doing here?
Dancer's waiting for you.
Well, Nicky.
The people in the office don't know.
What do you mean they don't know?
They said the private plane made contact. Didn't give his position. Didn't even say if it was going to land in Tangier.
That's not like Gil Walker. Not when he's flying for me.
No, not when he's flying for you.
Come in, Private 180. Please come in and give your position.
It's overdue. Looks like the pilots I hired had other ideas when the money's this big.
It's your guess, not mine.
Maybe Gil Walker's decided to fly the money somewhere else on his own. And you'll meet him later, is that it?
You've been making your own rules for quite a while now. I've never disobeyed them yet.
Listen, if you and Gil Walker have any ideas of your own...
This is an emergency. I repeat, this is an emergency. Clear the field at once. Clear the field at once. Danger, danger. Quittez le terrain tout de suite. Quittez le terrain tout de suite. Cuidado, emergency. Cuidado, emergency. This is an emergency. I repeat, this is an emergency. No one's allowed to
I gotta get to that plane.
Be careful. Wait until dark.
How can you wait till it's dark?
Nobody can help Gil Walker now.
The police will be swarming.
Dis donc. En 10 ans de service, je n'ai jamais vu une chose pareille.
Moi non plus. A cracked up plane. No bodies. No sign that anyone was in the plane at all.
An automatic pilot can fly him. Can't land him. What'd the airport officials say, Terrara?
Not one phone call came in, Lieutenant. Not a person appeared to have inquired. It seems that in all Tangier, no one is interested in this plane.
Maybe somebody will make an inquiry tonight here, in person.
Maybe.
That means a guard. Come on now, you're gonna flip with the rest of them for it.
Lieutenant, me, Sergeant, flip?
If I know you, Terrara, you won't lose. Surprised. You knew he wasn't the pilot.
I know it now. Finally.
Who are you?
You're Gil Walker, Hank Brady's best friend. We both know he was flying this. I'm Susan Lane.
What are you doing here?
I waited for dark, as you did.
I don't mean in the plane, I mean in Tangier.
I'll ask the questions. Come on down. I'm Lieutenant Luzon, International Police. We've never met before, Walker, but you're no stranger to our file. I'm not surprised to find somebody like you mixed up in this. But I don't know what you're doing here. Got your passport? Miss Lane, I believe I heard you say.
I don't know what you're trying to prove, but we haven't broken any laws.
You want it technically? Trespassing in a police-protected area. You mind moving toward the car? Who flew the plane? Who else knows there was another pilot?
Who knows?
Front seat, Walker.
Police station?
Colonel Weir will be interested in talking to you both.
police have taken over. Under these circumstances, you no longer have a deal with me, Dancer.
The police haven't taken over. You made me the biggest deal in the zone. And I'm not letting a little police curiosity foul it up for me.
Believe him, girl. You can't take this deal from him now. Because he needs one big one like this to put him in your class. He'll get the money.
I'll keep the police out of it.
See that you do.
Before worrying about the police, don't you think you should worry about the pilot of this plane? Who he was and where he is now?
Good report, Bill. Checks with the files on Walker. Anything new come in on the girl?
That's it.
Not much to go on, is it?
No, sir.
Colonel Weir.
It's going to be a long night. Plenty of time for everybody. As usual. I'll get to you as soon as I can. Take your seats.
Hank wrote to you every week. You're going to marry him, aren't you?
No talking, please.
Cases in order of importance tonight. Gilman L. Walker, temporary residence, Tangier. And Miss Susan Lane, resident, San Francisco, USA. Walker's familiar with Tangier. You're not, Miss Lane. In a free city, everybody tries to put everything over. That's why the police are so touchy about an airplane that comes in unannounced. Let me show you why the police are touchy. Calls himself a chain smoker. 3 tons of cigarettes a month. These are respectable salesmen. Spell black marketeers. Radios, refrigerators, nylons, automobiles. This one's a pirate. He hijacks these operators' products if he can. And these are the gentlemen who will free them by quoting certain laws of an international city. Walker? Next month, a Frenchman will have my job. After him, a Belgian, then an Englishman, and so forth. We rotate. Regulations of the international zone will tie their hands as tight as mine. Maybe you're planning on using this situation to your advantage. I can tell you now that it won't work. We have the authority to punish a murderer very quickly. And I, as a policeman, not only believe that Walker may be mixed up with murder, Miss Lane, I believe that unless you can prove you're not connected with him, you may find yourself as guilty as he is. Won't you go in?
If there are accusations of murder, Colonel, I'd better call the American consul.
First, you're both going to answer some questions. Sit down, please. We don't know where that plane came from, what was on it, or who the passengers were. I want to know why you two were searching that wreck.
Does taking a look make us guilty of murder?
If you were taking a look under orders from Dancer and Goro, it might.
I don't take orders from them.
Who are Dancer and Goro?
You haven't heard they're the kind of people can sell a war if the price is right? We know that Walker's worked for Dancer. We don't know about you yet. Maybe somebody in that plane today was murdered.
You already know that I don't work for Dancer. I fly jobs for anybody.
Ones that licensed pilots wouldn't touch.
Careful, Colonel.
What's the matter with Nicky Danay? The one who keeps taking up with Dancer. Can't she get him to throw more jobs your way? Sit down, Lieutenant.
Why didn't you let him shoot?
You've been here 3 days. Why'd you come to Tangier? You're a good reporter on a newspaper called the San Francisco Herald-Ledger.
That's fairly good.
Suddenly, you pull out and head for Tangier. Why were you interested in that plane that crashed today? What was on it and who were the passengers?
I don't know.
You don't know. Lieutenant Luzon heard you tell Walker that Hank Brady was the pilot. How is it you know Brady?
Hank and I are engaged.
Now you're telling the truth. You were engaged to Hank Brady.
He cabled me to come here to meet him. Check the cable office.
What was your reply?
Here I am.
For as long as Brady's been here, he's been Walker's big pal. Lived together, fouled around together. Any shady, dirty job that Walker was too busy for, Hank Brady took. I think Brady took this one.
You haven't proved that.
I think he bailed out of that plane when he realized that he had something good, something big. What was it? And how come Brady was flying that job instead of you?
I don't know what made him fly it if he did.
You wouldn't help me with a straight answer, would you? Because apart from this job, I happen to represent the United States. And you can't go back there.
I don't have to take that from anybody.
This job ties him, and you know it. He's what your Hanford Jennings Brady got himself mixed up with. We'd heard that somebody exactly like Walker was supposed to be a great hero of World War II. That war's been over nearly 8 years now, and here he is. The man we'd heard about was awarded the Medal of Honor after he was dead.
He's sore because he can't verify his hearing.
I might be able to sooner than you think, Walker. You're tied in with Brady. If he flew that job, and if Danzer and Goreau are involved in the deal we suspect them of, a certain dead hero may come to life and find himself a very live traitor.
Tell me about it when you know that Hank flew that job.
You have a very slim case, Colonel. If he's alive, I'll find him, and obviously without your help.
Brady can't go back to the United States any more than Walker can.
Sir, Signore Calvarez.
All right, all right.
Gentlemen? Mademoiselle?
Yeah, don't even name Paragraph 3, Section 2, Article 4, Laws of an International City. Free port. Let him go. Get him out of here.
It is good. God goes with your boss, gentlemen.
Who are you? Who paid you to do this?
Oh, in a free city, it's my duty to see a senor and a beautiful senorita are not punished for simply gazing at a wrecked airplane.
Who paid you?
Are you going to stand there, or are you going to come over here and get in? Are you two going to be cozy together?
I hope this is what I've been looking for, Bill. If Mademoiselle Danae meets up with anybody, contact me. If I come on a meeting first, I'll contact you.
Yes, sir.
You're going the wrong way.
To my place is wrong?
Yours is the first place Danzer and Goro will look if they know you bribed me out.
If they know.
Danzer order you to bribe me out, Nicky?
Who is she? I was wondering if my chatter was boring you.
She's Hank Brady's girl.
Hank could be dead. Why isn't she more worried if she's Hank's girl?
If you can't drop me at the Hotel Morricane, I can get a taxi from wherever you stop.
She's an American. Are you impressed?
If you're following Danzer's orders, keep on. If not, turn off at the first street. Back up, get out of here.
Keep still. These natives work for pay, my pay. When they move the wagon, go straight ahead.
What about her?
That's one of the things I want to find out. To Goro's place.
You bribed me out for Danzer, didn't you?
Answer, Nicky. Were you bringing him to me or getting him away?
Did I know a donkey was going to stop the traffic?
Get him out of there, Hanra. I picked him up, sir. Danzer pulled a quickie and blocked off the street. I'm at 8 by 0. They're proceeding 8 by 20. It's all clear now, sir. I'm following.
Right. I'll follow you. L'autre direction.
Come in, come in. Dula, please, turn up the lights.
You did bribe him out for me, didn't you?
What's the difference? He's out.
Please, be seated. I think we'll agree that explanations are due from several sides.
To give the police time to catch up?
Were they following?
Not that I noticed.
For 8 years, the police of several nations have been waiting for me to make a mistake. I'll never make that mistake. I admit it. I'm afraid of the police.
I can find out what I want to know quick enough. $20,000. Didn't you need the money? The job was a simple one. A man flew from Prague by commercial airline. All you had to do was to pick him up at Iran and fly him here in your plane.
And incidentally, push him out of the plane.
Look, we're all involved. Goro's got certain materials. I want to buy them. I've got the market. But I've got to get the money quick to pay Goro, or he'll sell to somebody else.
That's right.
I got word that $3 million was coming from Prague in the form of a little man named Kovac, who thought he was pulling a fast run out.
I found out he was a man whose family had been in business for 200 years. He had to sell everything, escape to Tangier before the Iron Curtain rang down on him.
Escape? He was escorted the entire way, although he didn't know it. He was a $3 million letter of credit made out to me so I could buy from Goro.
I decided the money would do more good in a Tangier bank where it was headed.
You decided?
I decided.
So you let your friend Hank Brady take over the job. So now he's got the securities, we've got you, and this lady whom nobody seems to know much about.
I've asked before. Who is she?
Well, what's your answer?
It's very simple. Hank Brady cabled me to meet him at the Tangier airport. He'd be flying a private plane in at a certain time.
Why didn't you tell that to the police?
She didn't confide in the police.
She's not confiding in us either. Do you think she's going to let Hank Brady get away with that money? She might have missed the plane to make it look good. But she's got it all fixed up where she's going to meet him.
This is taking too long. She'll talk to us both, Dancer. But in Dula's house. The light, please.
8 by 23, sir. I found the car. Gonna take a look around.
Good, Bill. Be with you in a couple of minutes. And be careful.
Look around down there. I'll take the door at the top of the steps. The idea is no shooting.
Yes, sir.
Lieutenant, be careful, huh?
You too.
Then let's go. There's no choice. Dula's following. The police!
You fool! What have you done?
Back way.
sir. It was Walker. He got out through that gate.
Let's get him.
Can go this way, toward the police.
Police? We needn't worry about the police.
Not if you can explain about the dead lieutenant. Take him with you. Susan? Nikki?
Killed the lieutenant?
No, sir.
Where's Walker? The two women with him.
I know you want the truth, Colonel. The truth is, we don't know.
All it amounts to, we were taking a walk. You can't find a law against taking a walk. Can you, Colonel Veer?
All right. Walker can't be far away. Get moving.
One of half 100 caves around here.
It's all right. We don't have to search. So we've lost him. How long can he hold up in this city? We watch the airport, we watch the only other way out, the highway into Morocco. Sooner or later, he'll try one or the other.
Just keep moving.
What place is this, Gil? Where are we?
Someplace that has a car in the court outside. I need a car to get as far away as I can and as fast.
I think I can tell you where we are. This is where Hank Brady lives.
Walker
used
is
to live.
34.
Listen.
Dark hair. 6'4", 195 pounds. Anyone identifying Walker will notify the international police at once. This is urgent. Se pagará una recompensa de 10,000 francos por información que resulte en la aprehensión.
They're offering the natives a reward. The natives are the best bloodhounds on earth when it comes to money.
But that won't stop us from finding Hank.
I'm not going out to find Hank.
You're not.
Even if he's alive, I don't know where he is.
But I can tell you where he is.
I don't want to know.
Maybe I can help you to find your Hank. Tell me where he is.
Tell her and you've told Danzer. Why don't you tell it to the police?
Every letter I've had from Hank is filled with you, and now you're telling me to turn him into the police.
He took a job for money that even I wouldn't touch.
You don't know that.
All I know is the police want me for murder.
What happens to Hank?
I don't think he'll mind my borrowing some of his clothes.
And Nicky's running with you?
No, Nick is not. If you want to run, run by yourself.
While you're packing his clothes for yourself, you might tell me about Hank.
Maybe you tell me about you.
What about me?
So in love with Hank, you'll come to Tangier to meet him at the airport. At the very minute, he'll get in with $3 million.
You're saying that's the way it is.
You miss connections. Now you have to find him because he's Hank Brady or because he has $3 million.
I thought you said you were running.
Well, go on, run! Sometime you'll have to stop rubbing those. Other people have had their wrists shackled.
Hank wrote you about a lot of things, didn't he?
Especially you.
How much more do you know about me?
Enough to know Nicky's waiting for you. Perhaps she can help you change your mind about finding your best friend.
There'll be no change of mind. This time I'm really going. No more staying because Danzer's staying or moving to a new place because Danzer moved. You meant it when you said I could go without you.
I meant it, but I didn't mean it. You know that.
This time either you come with me or...
And already you hate me if I won't.
Danzer again! What does he really mean to you? This time you're gonna answer me.
So many times I've answered you.
That you only work for him, that he pays you for being his business partner.
You don't believe that's all I am?
When I'm with you, yes. When I'm not, he's given his business partner a car, a house, clothes.
I can meet people he can't and introduce them to him.
That makes you his business partner.
You're so high and so clean and so miserably, what is the word? Lost. If I gave up my position with Danza, what would I get from you? Living by hands in some alley?
You cheap money grabber. You've always grabbed and you never stop. There's just one difference. From now on, I won't have to watch you do it anymore.
No. You know how much I love you. All there is.
Then come with me.
Oh, but he promised.
Danzer.
If he gets this deal, the money will be so big, he'll never need me again. Go and tell her we'll help her to find her Hank, and she'll tell you where he is.
So that you can tell Danzer.
Gil, don't go away from me. Don't go away from us.
Goodbye, Nicky.
Nicky didn't change her mind. You're not going out to find Hank.
He won't help anyone. He doesn't know what help means.
Hank cabled me that if I missed him at the airport, I was to meet him at an abandoned airfield 6 miles south of Tazli.
Tazla will be easy for you and Gil to find. It's a pretty good-sized town, less than 100 miles from here.
I'm sorry, but I need your help to get me to Tazla. But you still have time to let Danza know where I'm supposed to go.
Tazla is in the desert. It'll be cold in the desert. Take this. You too.
I won't need it.
You don't need it. Take it. The car is over here. Don't try anything funny. Or the police will get curious and stop us, and you'll never get to tell Danzer anything more than he knows right now.
As of now, your kind.
Whatever you're after, you better know he's mine.
Is he?
Not yet.
They'll be along. As you Americans say, relax.
Isn't it one of your rules never to mention nationalities?
I apologize.
I thought maybe Nicky would have gotten word to me by now.
Oh, who can tell about Nicky? Wait and watch. Have patience.
I have to have patience, and I'm wondering why you do. You can sell your materials to anybody who has the money.
You're wondering why I'm going along?
You don't want anybody to know where the materials are.
Perhaps you're right.
You think the American girl knows, don't you?
Watch the blockade.
What's the matter?
عسكرية حاجزين الطريق ما بعرف ليش يا خواجة.
End of the line for me. Wait here. Colonel Weir's roadblock.
Then you cannot go any further.
Not this way. Can you drive this?
Yes.
Keep in line. Go through.
Will Colonel Weir let me through?
They will, because they'll think you've run out on me and that I'm going to follow you.
And will you?
Just outside of town, the road takes a sharp curve. When you've turned it, slow down. You think you can make it?
You can try. Why didn't you let me drive through?
Danzer's anywhere near that roadblock, you'd yell at him, wouldn't you?
Do you think Dancer or no Dancer, I would let the police harm you?
I've got a good chance to find out.
And the Daimler, Miss Lane. She's not alone because she likes to drive. Maybe Walker's trying to sneak around us. Hanra, take the streets to the right.
Yes, sir.
Mona, Inez, come on. Well, you cover those on the left.
Yes, sir.
$5,000 or I shout to the police.
You would not take this way around the roadblock unless you want to escape from the police. 5,000 francs. Or I do my duty and shout.
5,000 francs.
That's better. Go in peace. I've run from the police myself.
You.
Yeah?
Have you seen a man and woman, foreigners, go by? There's a 10,000 franc reward for the man.
10,000 francs? You're just in time.
You've seen them?
Right here. The two at the far end table.
If you're right, you've got 10,000 francs to spend.
Everybody, please, keep your seats. Please, keep your seats.
American, miss?
Yes.
Maybe you'd better wait a minute, huh?
Let her go.
Let her go, sir?
Get her out of here.
Yes, sir, but I thought...
Walker sent her through as a decoy. He thinks he'll meet her outside. Let her go through.
Yes, sir. All right, you can go now.
It's the American girl. Let's get started.
The police, remember, they had a reason for letting her through. We'll wait. We'll watch.
Well, what are we waiting for?
The police, of course.
Nobody has sneaked out on this side, sir.
What about your side?
Nobody has left from those streets, sir.
Then he's still in the city. What about the airport?
No, sir. Nothing out there so far.
All right. We'll start hunting. I don't want an inch of this city overlooked. Tell him to pick up the American girl at the first road check.
Yes, sir.
Keep 2 men here.
Yes, sir. Hanra, do well.
Well, they aren't following.
Come on, let's go.
What's the hurry? For 70 miles, there's only one highway. We'll come up to them. Catch the American's car. Don't turn on your lights for a while.
Didn't think you'd make it.
Are we being followed?
No.
makes for good sleeping. Or you can sleep in the car.
Thought you said it would be cold in the desert.
At a time like this, how can you think of sleep?
It'll be day in a few minutes. We can't travel while it's light. Sleep is one way of passing the day.
Why the branches?
Part of Colonel Weir's equipment is an air patrol. There'll be a plane out as soon as it's day.
I'm no good at sleeping on sand. And anyway, the ones you're worrying about have gone by. So why don't we go on? It's safe.
Meet the police or Danzer and Goro coming back this way looking for us. Is that what you want?
With the vineyard, shouldn't there be some sort of irrigation? The weather, I guess, but I'm hot and tired.
Probably be some water by those trees up there.
Why don't you show her?
Even if I did, I'd have the ignition key.
I'll show her. In America, do they think you're beautiful? I don't know. Do Europeans think you are?
Some of them.
Then we're even. You came all the way here because of Gil. Cold.
You fell in love with him from letters you received from Hank Brady.
Colder.
What other reason would you have to be here?
It's your game. Keep on guessing.
There's other games we can play.
What's the matter? I thought you were hunting for water. I thought you were going to show her where the water is.
Water? She only wanted to be alone with you.
She'd like you to believe that she's in love with you.
Stop it.
Ask her. Do you know how it happened? Through letters from Hank.
Get back to the car.
Ask her.
Either come with us or go back to the car and go to sleep.
I'll go back.
The water?
What was Nicky talking about? The letters.
At first, you were just somebody that I kept writing about.
I know. The idiot he met who couldn't go home after the war.
The plane to America.
Lisbon, then America.
What wouldn't you give to be on it?
I wouldn't give anything. What's the use of wanting something you can't have?
I went across the bay to your hometown to see for myself.
See what for yourself?
The ceremony. Hank wrote me the details, and I asked to cover the story. I saw your mother, blinking her eyes to keep from crying when the governor talked about you. And your sister's trying hard not to look proud.
I know. You don't have to tell me.
You shouldn't have been so completely bad while you were growing up. Then, as the governor said, the war, and you're the first hero. He told how you parachuted down and blew up that German ammunition dump.
I never made it. I hit the ground and ran toward the dump. The sentry came out of nowhere. His bullet hit me in the leg. Some little Frenchman about twice my age bent over me, took the explosives, went in there and did my job. He went up with the dump as I would have if I'd done the job myself. The wrong side caught me. They kept me in a farmhouse, strung up on a wall like a butchered pig. When they finally let me out, the war was over.
And so you won't go home. A shame because you're not really a hero.
If I go back and tell the truth,
I know. No more plaque, No more family being proud.
Or I go back to them and say nothing. Someday they find out.
And so you stay here. For how many years? 10, 20?
Maybe. What does it mean to you whether I go home or don't?
I thought she said she was hot and tired. I'm hot and tired all over. In just a part of you.
I'm sure it is, and you feel more natural that way.
Why don't you try it?
I might, when I have
to. We'll be at the car. Car?
Too hot.
Around here.
I have to find Hank because perhaps I can tell you after I find him if he's alive. And if he is alive, he's in trouble. Partly because of me.
And me. Better sleep while you can. Circling.
Pilot, sir, says he's backtracked every foot of highway from here to Menara Vineyard. Hasn't spotted them.
Tell him to cover both sides of the highway from there on into Tangier.
Yes, sir. Tell him to proceed as ordered. Right.
We've been spotted. Colonel Weir's already on his way here. We can't wait around to find out.
You see any fresh tire marks? Okay, come back and get in.
Get in.
Come on, let's go.
I didn't mean it, Gil. Believe me, I did.
Shut up. Car's no good in here. Let's go.
car.
Can't see her.
Oh, please, let's go while we can. I don't trust this woman. Let's go quickly.
So that you can blow the horn again?
Oh, now you know I didn't do that on purpose.
There's a door back there.
Let's go quickly.
Walker has Dula's gun, if you remember.
I don't even have to ask her to come out, Walker. But I'm going to give her that chance. If we come in shooting, one or both the women with you are liable to get hurt. I'll give you just 30 seconds to come out with your hands empty. Okay, Walker, your time's up. Are you coming out?
Over there.
Too late now.
We can catch him.
It will take half an hour at least to extricate my car from the sand. I intend to make the wait as pleasant as possible.
When you hear the horn, we're leaving.
Colonel Weir's probably already in touch with the authorities in Tazlai. You said that abandoned airfield is 6 miles directly south of Tangier?
That's what Hank said.
If we turn here and go diagonally south, we can hit the airfield without going through the town.
And get there quicker.
But look at that road. If anything happened to the car, then what?
Look! They must have seen our headlights from the highway. Maybe it isn't Tangier.
All getting caught. Both of you get going this way.
No, I won't go without you.
Don't let her out of your sight.
How far can they go on foot?
The ground is stony here, no tracks.
They can't have run 100 yards. Spread out and have a look around.
Don't mind leaving Gil back there?
Made sense. One of us must get there.
Then you get there.
Where are your friends?
You still believe they're my friends?
Don't give me that. We know where we've stood for a long while, don't we?
I know now.
Suddenly, the two Americans are not your friends.
You want to know where they are, don't you?
No. It would be easy to look around and find them, and then they won't speak. I want to know where they were trying to get to.
Always it has been something I wanted to know from you. Now it's something you want to know from me. Tell me where my little son is. And maybe I'll tell you what you want to know.
Don't bargain with me.
Why not? You're the one that has connection behind the Iron Curtain. You've always known the man I married was killed. But because he was not on your side, my baby was taken. You've always said if I obeyed you, you will tell me where he was. Now tell me. And maybe I'll tell you what you want to find out.
I'll tell you. We've come this far and are this close. Walker and the American girl couldn't be going anywhere else. We're only a small way from where my materials are, Tangier. It seems that's where your money landed, too.
If you know the way, let's go.
How can it hurt you now to tell me where my son is?
Night after night, I wanted to tell you. So that you'd get out and let me alone. And now we're through. So I can tell you that your son died 3 months after he was taken away from you. I'm sorry.
Come on.
had gone on. You said one of us had to get there.
You didn't go on.
Oh, this time it was my son or you.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you're not. The only thing you can think about is that I lied to you. Danza and me. That's all you can think.
Why didn't you try telling me the truth? Maybe I could have helped. Even understood.
How could you? Even I couldn't understand how you could.
Come on.
Why do you want me to go on now?
That's what you want to buy, hmm? What do you think of my materials?
Your materials? What do you take me for?
What do you mean?
Those are government soldiers.
Putting my men into uniform is a very good way of making certain everyone believes my materials belong to the government. Inside those crates are your money's worth. $3 million worth of micro-hardness testers, smelting conveyors.
What did Hank tell you to do when the abandoned airport turned out to be guarded by soldiers?
Must be there somewhere.
Nothing matters, not even your life, except that you get to Hank Brady.
Hank and his $3 million. He must be hiding in one of those planes. I have to get nearer so he can signal me.
Just walk out and let the soldiers hand us over to the police. Who says Danzer and Goro aren't here waiting for us to show up?
All that's missing is the money I need to pay you.
The money's down there somewhere, isn't it? Or will be. Brady hasn't yet appeared, or my men would have captured him. All we have to do is wait.
There he is.
I think he wants us to stay here.
All right, we can get by those guards easier than they can. Come on.
Now we know where the money is. There's no reason to wait.
No reason for you to wait. Dola?
See.
Quite clearly, I tried to teach you never to trust anybody.
Now I understand why you came along.
Now, of course, too late. You're right.
This way you're rid of me.
Can you think of any reason, after all my advice, why that shouldn't be it?
Do you think for a moment that a government, my government, who had the foresight to send me to America 8 years ago to become a United States citizen, would overlook a little money-making black market pig like you?
Who are you trying to convince by name-calling? Me or you?
With papers to prove that I'm an American citizen. I buy those materials and sell them behind what is referred to as an iron curtain. And then I'll have proved our point that Americans are the warmongers we say they are.
You're trying to prove a lie.
After I've finished, it won't look like a lie.
I am bad enough, but I spit on you. With pleasure, I remind you that you and your government have overlooked one item. Dula.
Overlooked? Dula.
Dula. No. Dula.
they follow my orders, I'll pay them double what they were getting from Goro.
Il denaro doublé. Je spill toffré.
We understand English. We agree. I want what's in that center plane. Now listen. Go carefully. They're armed and they'll be waiting for you.
I understand.
In here. In here.
You had to try it the hard way in daylight. Mr. Kovac and I sneaked in during the night.
Lucky to have made it at all.
Gil, I don't know what you're doing here, but with things the way they are, I'm glad to see you. We gotta get out of here quick.
You wouldn't push him out of the plane. You're gonna leave him here for Tangier and Goro to kill?
That shot we heard was probably Tangier and Goro calling off their guards to give them instructions for when we show up. We haven't got much time. You coming?
You better hurry.
My money? He showed me how to parachute from a plane. He risked his life to keep me from going into Tangier, where they're waiting to kill me for my money. He represents the United States.
Susan didn't tell you?
How could I? Any more than you could.
You tell me you've got time now. They're not coming in. They're going to wait for us to go out.
It's against orders. But this kind of forces me to tell you. Been holding out on you, Gil. Government intelligence.
You too?
Yes.
All those letters, you weren't engaged?
Official purposes. Love letters are easier to get by the zone census. Look, neither Tangier or Goro has ever seen Mr. Kovac. I figured if I could get him out here, Susan could get him into Tangier. They wouldn't be looking for a man and woman, tourist. I hate to ask favors of anybody I like, but now I've got to. Kovac's got to walk into that bank on his own, as though there'd never been any interference.
Don't ask Gil to go. Colonel Will would kill him.
For the murder of a policeman by one of Goro's men.
I'm asking you to do a job that isn't any concern of yours. It's kind of important that Kovac get to Tangier. It's up to you whether he does.
It's up to us. Once we get out of here, it's going to be a long walk to Tangier.
The other end of that grove of trees you came through. You'll find a car Mr. Kovac and I borrowed last night outside of Tesla.
We can get you through. Between us, we ought to be able to make it.
Not me. I'm going to make it real lively out front. Wait till they come running to see what's up. Then you can move out.
Hank.
Go with him. Tangier, come out. It'll do for Bert.
It's my fault. Instead of coming directly here, I let myself get sidetracked chasing a murderer.
I think we both flubbed it, Doc.
Easy.
Us Walker manages somehow to...
Walker?
You gotta trust him. He didn't kill you, policeman. He's trying to get Kovac to Tangier. To the bank. Trust him.
Come on. We've got some driving to do. Henry, you stay here.
Yes, sir.
Kovac has to get to the foreign credit bank. Turn here. We'll be there waiting.
Unlock it, Mr. Kovac.
But you can't take it in yourself. Mr. Kovac must. You think he can make it?
Of course he can. Gil can't either. Dancer's men out there waiting.
Are you going to try through those men?
Put these in your pocket. You're gonna drive. I'll draw him to me on the right-hand side of the street. When I cross to the opposite side, that's a signal for you to start for the bank.
Fast.
Gil, don't. You don't have a chance this way.
Get it out. Get over here. Stay here. Mickey.
I loved you so much.
Baggage checked? Ticket in order? Anything the police can do to help?
It's okay.
In my report, I recommended you for the highest award we can give. In wartime, it would have been the Medal of Honor. You'll go home and feel all right inside, because you've earned everything you ever got. Goodbye, and thanks. luck.